things are getting crazy. I'm not talking about the inauguration. Well, if you're in the card market, you've seen this before. And later in this video, we'll use history to determine the right mold for some cards. But first, let's get into this.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Híjole. Oh my god, Bill!
Pokemon, and we came to bring the boom! Go. Hey, don't do that, bro. Okay. Oh, sorry, go. Go. Damn. More. More in the back. We bring the boom! That's what we do. We bring the boom! We bring the boom to you! There you go. The slid out crazy is gonna get it. Send the mix right. Send the mix. That's what makes them give it that. Oh, give it that. Are you? Go ahead. Oh, there you go. Hey, nice out. Come out. Ooh. Yeah, let me hear out. Ooh, this up. Chill out. Just like that. We bring the boom, you know it's on. We bring the boom. We're ripping Pokemon. We're ripping Charizard and Blastoise and...
If you were around in 2020, 2021, we've seen this before. And one thing you know out of it is, like, it can't last. Is it going to be this way forever? I mean, they could put limits 1 instead of 10 or 2 instead of 5. But it's crazy to see. And yeah, this was sports cards 4 or 5 years ago. Now it's Pokemon. So some of that money moved into Pokemon, some of the hype, the FOMO. People are ripping it. It's fun. People like it for other reasons. But yeah, the price increases. It changes the game because all these people are scalping it, selling it for more. I'm sure the pure base of Pokemon doesn't love that. But it's interesting. It's an interesting follow. I'm glad it's not what sports cards is right now. It doesn't feel healthy, and I know I see other videos from Pokemon Magic the Gathering world that, yeah, this is not the healthy way. A lot of them are not loving this and don't see it as sustainable, but time will tell.
Buying new stuff feels great, right? The problem is that every year we're consuming more, producing more, and there's a flip side to that.
Well, in our case, it creates a bunch of cards that are worthless, nobody wants, and a select few that will hold value over the years, and some you can flip more currently or, right away or within a season or two. And so same thing's going to happen with Pokemon, just tons of Pokemon that is absolutely trash, worthless. Are they going to overprint it? I'm curious to follow. I have a couple friends in it. So, and then I saw Sports Card Dad, he made a video, why are card shows turning into Pokemon shows? And I'll say that holds a ton of truth here. I've been going to Front Row Card Show 3-4 years now, and it's turned into what was 50-50 to then moving to 80% sports cards and now being 70-80% Pokemon in the last 6 months. So interesting to follow. But in this video moving forward, we're going to cover what makes a gem, what makes something you want to hold on to. I'm not talking about flipping. I'm talking about something that you put in your collection and keep for a while. All right, so moving forward, I'm going to give you 7 modern players that fit the mold. What mold is that? Let's go over it. It's the opposite of what you'd call flipping. There's many people in the hobby that want to buy a card and hold on to it for a long time, maybe sell it to retire, 20, 30 years, give it to their kids. So, or you just want to build up the value of a collection you're building. These cards in this collection, you'd want to appreciate, let's say, 10% a year on average, or hopefully double or triple over the decades. That would be a win. So before I give you the list, just let's go over a couple rules. It has to be wanted by future generations. For instance, on the right, Adrian Dantley was a baller, leading scorer, one of the best scorers in the league. But you could buy his autographed rookie card right now for like $60. And I would argue players like James Harden and the like will fall into that category where down the line, yeah, their cards aren't going to be worth tons of money. Basically, there's many all-stars or Hall of Famers out there that, yeah, they demand value, but their cards are not going to appreciate hand over fist. The next rule is low pop count. It pretty much always matters. Again, we have Frank Thomas, one of the best baseball players of our generation. There's just too many of his cards, too many of his autograph cards. You could buy that for $75. Now it varies in price. So will Bobby Witt Jr. and the like be in that same boat down the line where just too many of them? I think the final thought that's often overlooked is the player needs to play in a big market. This is overlooked oftentimes. This leads to bigger populations in the city. More people live there. Many more people live there. Oftentimes in these bigger markets, incomes are higher. People can afford or have more money to spend. There's more fans spread across the country. And often these games are more televised nationally as well. Steph Curry came into the league in 2009 before Panini got into making basketball cards. So there's no prism, and he just doesn't have a ton of rookie cards. You can count him on less than 2 hands of genuine base rookie cards. Even the autograph rookie cards, very few. You can see here in the PSA 10, his Topps rookie card, there's only 373 of them. There will in eternity be 373 people that want this card in a PSA 10, and it will always hold its value. When you can look at his Bowman rookie card, they were serial number just to 2009. That's it. There's only 2009 made, period. In a PSA 10, there's 183. Again, there will always be an eternity, or 20, 30 years, 10 years from now, people that want the 3-Point Kings rookie card in a PSA 10, and there's very few of them, meaning it will stay a high dollar card. I'm not going to show every player's all their rookie cards. Just take it for my word, or go do some research for yourself that these players don't have that many rookie cards, and their pop counts are drastically lower than contemporary players or anybody since the 80s, really. So let's get into the second player. Comment below if there's a player you want to see me do a deeper dive in a video on. All right, so as hinted to in the thumbnail, Steph Curry, the Bay Area, he fits, legendary status. It's a big market. He's a big-time legend player. Same thing goes for Tom Brady. They love him all over the country, and they have a lot of money up there in the Northeast. Tom Brady's cards are also, he doesn't have many rookie cards. Now at 1,000 in a PSA 10 in this Bowman rookie, it's relatively low, and it really puts in perspective how low the Steph Curry numbers are. When it comes to Brady, again, he just doesn't have that many rookie cards. There's even a couple of his true rookie cards that are shared with another player, which never makes it as hot or valuable. Outside of the cards shown here, he has a Fleer and a Skybox rookie card, Skybox Premium, and he has a few autographed rookie cards clearly that go for a lot of money, and he's definitely on the list of low pop, absolutely legendary status, and played in a huge market.
Tom, look, settle down now, buddy. Step into the throw, okay?
You're in the right hands.
Throw to Kevin out here?
I got drilled when I threw it.
Did you get hit on that?
Yeah, he was blitzing. I was trying to flop it over him. This guy was standing right in his face.
Like the one to Maroney?
It was right in his hands.
It was over his head.
Oh, that one.
Tom.
It's deep to left. Taylor's back at the wall. It's 700. Albert Pujols has joined the 700 home run club.
Albert Pujols is the next player that fits this list. He's a legend, World Series winner, 700 home runs, and again, just not a ton of rookie cards, and the rookie cards he does have are very low pop counts. So I'm trying to keep some balance here. We have baseball, football, basketball. You could argue St. Louis is not the biggest market in the world. He did end up playing in Anaheim and LA. You could make that argument, but his cards are priced a little bit lower than other players on this list, somewhat because of that market. And you think of a basketball player, Hall of Famer Tim Duncan, some of it just wasn't a flashy player, but some of it's also he played in San Antonio. I mean, not the huge, big market money. I think they have a military base there. I mean, it's somewhat transient. Albert Pujols fits the mold. He's number 3 on our list, not in any order. I do think he's a legend. He is a legend. He's low pop count. You can make the argument it's not the biggest market in the world.
Hero goes back to the track, to the wall, and makes a leap, and
right to left. Now Ichiro towards the line with a head of steam. Great arm. Wong comes home. Here's the throw from Ichiro. He got him! Woo!
Pitch to Hinsky on the way. Fastball swung on. Base hit right field. So Reed Johnson to second base. Makes the turn. Ichiro's throw the third base on the money. And they nail him.
Ground ball, base hit into right field. Heading for third is Terrence Long. The throw by Ichiro. Beautiful. Peggy got him.
So Ichiro came into the league the same year as Albert Pujols. So that year just has, well, not that many cards printed, not a ton of different sets. There's several, but not as many as other years. And you can just see at the pop counts of all these cards, there's 223 in a PSA 10. Ichiro probably doesn't hold legendary status quite as much as some of these other players. He doesn't have a ton of championships or records to boot, but just he's national. He's more than that. He's worldly. He's universal. And in a PSA 10 here, there's 356 in the Topps Chrome, currently selling for $1,300. If you can't afford one of these PSA 10s, the PSA 10s are too much, look into a PSA 9. A PSA 9 is also low pop count. It should rise over the years. And again, if a PSA 9 would be too much, you can go down the list to a 876. But all these players on this list don't have a ton of rookie cards. They were at the peak of the game, and they play. You could make the same argument here that Seattle's not the biggest market in the country. That's fair. Let's do one more baseball player, and then we'll finish up with an NFL player. I'm going to give you another bonus NFL player, and we'll end with NBA.
Here's a guitar that looks like this, right?
That thing's sweet.
Miggy, you leave him alone.
You better watch out.
Yeah.
Crazy to think Miguel Cabrera came in the league a year before Pujols and Ichiro. His cards here in 2000, tops traded, PSA 10. The pop count's a little bit higher, but again, he doesn't have a ton of rookie cards. His pop counts are relatively low. He's a legendary status. He goes down as one of the best players of the generation. And I would argue, yeah, his market base, he played a couple different places. Maybe you could say the market is big, but I tend to say it's not New York, it's not LA, but it's up there. You got Detroit, Florida, Miami. The market's not tiny, and his pop counts are on the smaller side. So Miguel Cabrera on the list with Ichiro and Albert Pujols.
They called me El Trovador. Danny Rojas, football is life. All right now. Ow, jam my finger. Turn on the posterior. I'm always ready, cuz.
When you think about the run the Chiefs are on after Patrick Mahomes, who's the next player you'd want from that title run? It'd be Kelsey, and Kelsey extends outside of just the field. He has a very popular podcast. He's dating one of the biggest superstars, or I guess they're not fiance, but it seems like it's headed that way. So Kelsey should have a life after the NFL. He's a huge personality, and he's a champion. Not to mention he's one of the best tight ends of all time. His pop counts aren't extremely high, although you'd argue most tight ends' pop counts aren't extremely high. They're not as exciting to get graded as a quarterback. And if you want to put Kelsey on this list, you could also make the argument that the counterpart to this would be Rob Gronkowski. You could say the same thing for the New England Patriots run. After Tom Brady, who's the second player you want from that run? And it would be Gronkowski, and his pop counts are low, doesn't have a lot of rookie cards, and that should help keep this card to the price it is today or move it forward in the future.
$30 million in crypto. Tom, how did you fall for that? I mean, even Gronk was like, me know that not real money. Like,
Murray gets inside, back to Jokic, shot clock winding down. Jokic has to put it up. High on the three. Oh, he knocks it down. Stepping backwards, falling backwards.
The seventh player back to basketball will go Nikola Jokic. In 2015, print runs were still very low. Panini wasn't printing tons of different sets. Yes, there was different sets, Prism, Select. I believe he has a Donruss or Hoops rookie card. I think it's Donruss. Here it is here in a PSA 10. There's only 700 of them, and it's selling for $430. So again, the low pop count. Is he legendary status? He's certainly getting there. He's also, yes, from another country, so that could factor in. But yeah, I have Nikola Jokic. Again, low print runs. Is it the biggest market? No, Denver's not. But there's some money in Colorado. There certainly is. And he'd be the player to get. And he still has plenty of a career to live on. Last time I checked, he was leading the league in three-point percentage at 48%. A big man. That's crazy. I think I found a formula I like. It's a video once a week, edited, other people's stuff in it. It's going well with the audience. I think the last two videos, the last 2 weeks, have both had over 1,600 views, which is trending definitely in the right direction. So thank you for watching and supporting the channel. I hope to continue bringing videos just like this. Hit the like button if you enjoyed, subscribe if you was not, and as always, thank you for watching and have a great day.
What up, everybody? This is Robert Ory, aka Big Shot Bob, and you're watching Professional Sports Cards. Hey, by the way, go buy my rookie card.